welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be doing how many pages or how much can I read in 24 hours. Since I also work full-time, I won't be doing 24 hours in one time. I will be splitting that in, I think, 2 or 3 days would be more doable for me. I will be putting a timer on to see how much I read every day. Today is Thursday, October 16, and I think I will be able to read for, I think, 4 hours. Maybe tomorrow will be the same thing, and Saturday I hope I will be able to read for maybe 8 to 10 hours. So we'll see. Maybe this will go on until Sunday, so I hope not, but it's for 24 hours. So if I have other things to do, I won't be able to read, so I want to still be able to live my normal life and do my normal things, and I don't want to just rush into reading. So this will be a realistic how much can I read in 24 hours. The book that I will be reading in this 24-hour video is One of Us is Next, and this is the second book in this trilogy. The first book was One of Us is Lying. I've started it yesterday. I think I've read for only 2 hours, and I'm at chapter 4. This is page 45, and I don't know where I will be when I finish this, but we'll see. I hope I will be able to get a lot further in this book tonight. So now I will start the timer. Hello again, friend. This is my second update. I think it is now almost 8 p.m. I don't know if you can see the time, but trust me. And I have been reading for 2 hours and 35 minutes. I am now at page 168. This is chapter 14. So today, as of right now, I have read all of this. I am almost at 50% of the book, and still I have no clue about who is the bad person in this, and I hope I will have some clues soon, because it's just really interesting, but I have nothing. So I will be reading that, and I won't do another update for you tonight, so you'll just see me read for a bit. Hello friends, we are now Friday, it's 3:36, and I read for 37 minutes this morning, and I added that to this. So now the total time since yesterday with this morning, I have read for 3 hours and 59 minutes and 53 seconds. So almost 4 hours. I think I will probably be able to read about 3 hours for today, maybe 3:15, we'll see. But I hope to finish this book, and if not, to be really, well, almost finished with it, so tomorrow I can start something new. So we'll see how much I can read today, and I will see you in the next update. Well, also, I didn't talk to you about the book, but where I am right now, page 241, chapter 20, and I think I know who is the unknown person in this book. I have a guess, but I don't know why it would be this person. I just have a suspicion, because I don't know, things happened and this person is acting really weird. So my money would be on this person, but don't quote me on that. Other than that, it is stressful, it is still really interesting, and still a page turner. So now I will see you in the next update. Hello friends, it is now 8:11 and I have been reading for 6 hours and 30 minutes and I have finished this book. The ending was really incredible. The guess that I had previously about who was doing the bad things, I was right, but more than one person was responsible for the game they were playing. One of the other major person I didn't guess. We could have guessed, but I would say not really. And the ending, like the last chapter, never would have guessed it at all. So I would give this, I think, 4.75. I don't know what could have made this 5 stars. I just don't think that I had the 5 stars feeling, and it was really great. I would recommend it 100%, but I don't know, maybe something was missing. Overall, it was a really great book, and I can't wait to read the last one of this series, the third one, One of Us is Back. So if I have the time this month, it will be on my list. So, since I have finished this book, and as you can guess, I am not done with my 24 hours, I will read an arc. It's A Vow of Shadow and Blood. So I will read that on my Kindle, because I just have the e-copy, but oh, it's really nice. There's a map in the book, and it doesn't look too long, so I hope I will be able to read a lot of this book and maybe finish it in these 24 hours. So yeah, I will get into that and I will see you in my next clip. Hello again. So we are Saturday, October 18, and it's now 11:10. It is late. I had a lot of stuff to do this morning, but now until 4:30 I will be able to read my book. I'm only at chapter 3, and yesterday I have read for 3 hours and 37 minutes. We are now at 7 hours and I really don't know how much I will be able to read today. I hope I will be more than half of this challenge done. So Thursday I was able to read for 3 hours and 22 minutes. Yesterday I read for 37 minutes in the morning and 3 hours in the evening. And now we'll see how much I can read. I hope I won't be disturbed too much because I pause the timer every time I'm not reading. So I really want a full 24-hour of just reading. For my new book, I don't have much to say about it, but for the 2 chapters that I have read yesterday, it is really interesting. I hope it will continue with that same vibe for the rest of the book, and I think I will enjoy it a lot. It's about vampires and human. I don't know much about it other than that. I don't really remember the description of the book. I just remember that it was about vampire and it was a dark romance, so we'll see how it goes. But I will see you in the next clip, and hopefully I will have read for a lot more than just 30 minutes or an hour. Welcome back everyone, it is now 7:54 and I have been reading for a total of 12 hours and 31 minutes. Today I have been reading for 5 hours and 31 minutes. Now I'm at chapter 24 and this is 55% of the book. In the beginning I started at chapter 3 for today and this was 6%, so I almost read 50% of the book today. As of right now I really enjoy the book. This is a really great arc. The human is now with the vampire prince and he's supposed to be a really bad guy, but I'm not sure he is. He kind of looks like Rhysand from Akatar. He's supposed to be a bad guy, but then when you get to know him, it's just a role that he's playing, but deep down he's a really nice person and his people really like him. So now she's in the castle and there are a lot of humans there and they all seem super happy and they are not in chains or in cells or whatever. They all eat together, so she's really confused because it was not like that where she was before, and now something happened and I don't really know what will go down with this, but it's really interesting and intriguing, so I will see you in the next update. Hello again everyone, it is now 4 p.m. on the dot and I have been reading for a total of 16 hours and 49 minutes. I have been reading for 3 hours and 11 minutes today. I started reading really late. I had a busy morning. I don't remember much what chapter I was on when I stopped yesterday. I think I was at chapter 20 or something like that. Now I'm at chapter 37. This is 88% in the book and I really enjoy it. the author is really not afraid to kill some characters off or to hurt some characters in any way, and it is sad, but it still makes it interesting because we really don't know what's going to happen. Anyone could die at any moment. It is going really well and really fast. I think and I hope that I will be able to finish this tonight. If I can, maybe start another book, but if not, it will be for tomorrow. I really hope that today I will read a lot more because I am tired of this. I feel like I can't do anything because I have to take all my time to read. When I'm not doing this on a normal day, yeah, I read a lot, but I can still enjoy my time and do other things like go to the movies with my boyfriend or things like that. But with this, I feel like all my time off as to go to this. So I will be glad when it's done, and I don't think I will be doing another one of those soon. Maybe a 12-hour, but 24 for someone who works full-time. Never again. So yeah, I won't be doing another like time-lapse of me reading because it's kind of useless. I don't think you want to see this, so I will see you in the next update, and hopefully it will be tonight with me having finished this book and having something else to say to you. So I will see you later. Hello again, this is the next update. Last time I talked to you, I think I was reading A Vow of Shadow and Blood, and now we are Monday. It is 3:41 and I have read for a total of 20 hours and 12 minutes. Yesterday I was able to read for 6 hours and 3 minutes, and this morning I read for 30 minutes. So now I only have 3 hours and 48 minutes. I hope I will be able to do that because Thursday I was only able to read for 3 hours and 22 minutes and Friday for 3 hours and 37 minutes. But nothing is impossible, so maybe I will be able to finish this 24 hours today. Yesterday I was able to finish my book. I gave it 3.75 stars. It was really good. I am excited for it to come out in the world and for people to be able to read it and buy it. If I see it, I might buy the book, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I did not see the end coming. A lot of people died and it was not really nice. I said previously that I was glad that she was not afraid to kill some people off, but at the end it was a bit too much. She killed too many people that I liked, and it was not really nice. Other than that, the story was really good. I really liked Edina, and I think the MMC is curious. I also think that Finn was a really funny character, and the voice that Adina has in her head, Atreus, I don't really remember, but he was really funny when he talked, and I thought it was a great addition to the story, and at the end it was a great addition. It made me think of Quicksilver for Finn, the character. It made me think of Serpents and the Wing of Night with the human and vampire aspect, and it also made me think of One Dark Window with Elspeth and the nightmare in her head. So in this story it was Adina and the voice that I don't remember the name. And it's fantasy. It's supposed to be, I think, a dark romance, but the romance aspect is not really, well, it is there, but there's not much smut in this book, so if you're looking for that, it won't be in this. I don't know for the other books in the series, but there's like one scene of smut, and it's like at the end. So Yeah, and it's also a found family type of story. Now for my next read, I chose Enchantra. This is the second book and last book in this series. The first one is Phantasma. I was not really far in the story yesterday. I ended up reading until chapter 6, page 40, 44. And this morning I was only able to read until chapter 8. This is page 62. As of right now, I enjoyed the story. I didn't remember what the writing style was, and she is not afraid to use the word fuck and fucking. She swears a lot, and I'm curious to see where it will go. This is another deathly game, and this one is in Italy. It's supposed to be a hunt with, I think, 7 or 8 other people, and she is matched with one of those people. His name is Rowan. She went there because Rowan's father knew Genevieve's mother, and she wanted to know more about her family because she thought that they were also necromancer. But when she get there, it is not what she think it is. So I don't have much information about it since I'm not really far in the story, but it's really interesting, and I will give you more information in the next update. I don't think I will film myself reading because the video is going to be too long with too many reading clips, and I don't think it's super interesting to watch, so I will save you from these and just talk to you in the next clip. Welcome back everyone. The 24 hours of reading are done, and I am done also. Yesterday, as you've seen in the next clip, I hit the 24 hour, and I decided to keep reading after that, but only for 14 minutes. And I kept a tab in my book to show you where I was after 24 hours. So I was able to read until page 196. This was chapter 21. I was not far, just one page in. And I kept reading until I finished this. So now I'm at chapter 22. This is almost 50% of the book. And now I will do my recap of the 3 books that I have read. Well, this one is only 50%, so my 2.5 books. First of all, I want to say I'm really sorry because I kept saying in this video really very good, interesting, so, and it was really annoying to edit this video. This book, I gave this, I think, 4.75. It follows Maeve, Phoebe, and Knox. We also see Lewis in this, but we don't see his point of view. The game in this book is Truth or Dare, and they have to play it. If they don't want to play it, the unknown person will still reveal a truth, and the dare are either not super intense or really intense because someone died. Not a spoiler, it's on the back. Now Maeve wants to know who that person is. She helped in the first book to find who it was, and I won't say it because it will spoil it. I would recommend it, and I'm eager to go in the third and final book in this series. The next book that I started and finished is A Vow of Shadow and Blood. I read it on my Kindle since it's an arc. It's a human and vampire story. In this book there was a war, the vampire won, and the human are either working or they are like blood slaves. This is when they have pure blood, when their blood are super potent, and we find out what that means later in the story. So these people work in the blood house, and vampires go there, they pay, and they can just suck their blood. That's kind of it. We follow Adina. She has a sister, Willow, and she gets, well, kidnapped, but we know who took her. We just don't know where she is. And while trying to get her back, she gets into a situation, and now she has to go live with the vampire prince. They have to work together because there's a lot going on, and I don't know if it's a spoiler, but I won't say too much. If everything I said intrigues and interests you, I would suggest that you read this book when it comes out. And that's all I have to say for this one. And now for the third book, I started Enchantra, and I was only able to get to page 207. In this book we follow Genevieve and Rowan. I talked about that in one of my updates, but now the hunting game started. I have read the first day and I'm almost at the second day. The first game is kind of a hide and seek. All the siblings have their chance to choose a game, and the one that is the hunter has to hunt every other one, and when you die then you lose, and the game finishes when only one person survives. At the moment the romance is not really there. We can feel that it will grow a lot in the story, but they are still in the I don't really like you phase of their relationship. I will give you my rating of this book and my reading wrap up at the end of the month, because I will not be finishing this before I post this video. After everything, I am really proud of how much I was able to read. I finished 2 books and half of a third one. I honestly didn't think I would be able to read that much, and I am shocked at how many hours I read every day, because I thought I was reading more than that. I thought I was able to read for 8 hours on the weekend, when it's not the case. I was able to read for 6 or 6 hours and 30 minutes, and this was a good weekend, so yeah. If you have never tried to see how many hours you read in a day, I highly recommend to start a timer, and every time you're not reading, stop it. So you'll see how much time you really read instead of how much time you think you read, because sometimes you might think you're reading for an hour or 2, but you're going on your phone, you have to get up to go to the toilet, or you have to eat, you have to clean something, anything that's not reading. And when you look at it, you're like, well, I read really not as much as I thought. With that, this video is already too long, so I will end this here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!